In this video, we go on a journey to uncover the life of a man who was as mysterious as he was influential. His name is Edgar Cayce, and the legacy he left continues to fascinate and intrigue us to this day. Born in the heart of Kentucky in 1877, Cayce became a significant figure not only in his native America, but throughout the world. Known as the Sleeping Prophet, his life is marked by a series of extraordinary events and abilities that defy conventional wisdom. While in a trance state, Edgar claims to be able to answer questions on a wide range of topics, from healing and reincarnation to dreams, the afterlife, and even lost civilizations. His visions were painstakingly recorded by his secretary, Gladys Davis Turner. They span over 14,000 sessions and touch on topics that are both deeply personal and very universal. Cayce's significance, however, extends beyond the volume and variety of his visions. A devout Christian and Sunday school teacher, he challenged traditional religious and scientific paradigms, offering a unique blend of spirituality and metaphysics. His influence was so great that he founded the Association for Research and Enlightenment, a nonprofit organization dedicated to the study of spirituality, holistic health, intuition, dream interpretation, ancient mysteries, and reincarnation, all themes that predominate in Cayce's visions. Despite his enormous influence, he remains a modest and unassuming person. He is not perceived as a prophet, but as a conduit, a channel that which information flows. His life was not about fame and fortune, but about service to others, driven by a deep and unwavering belief in the potential of the human spirit. We will now delve deeper into the life and legacy of Edgar Cayce, for this is not a simple exploration of the story of a remarkable individual, but an encounter with the mysteries of the human mind and the vast, untapped potential that lies within each of us. The nickname that has become synonymous with Edgar Cayce, the Sleeping Prophet, is rooted in the extraordinary process by which he conducted his seances. Cayce is said to have laid down on the sofa, closed his eyes, and entered a sleep-like state. In this state, he had access to information beyond the reach of ordinary consciousness, receiving insights and answers to countless questions. This trance-like state was not a dream as we commonly understand it. Rather, it represents a deep, meditative state in which, according to Edgar, his consciousness retreated, allowing his subconscious or higher self to come forward. It was from this place of deep inner knowing that he drew his visions, his voice steady and clear and his demeanor calm. The term sleeping prophet was not chosen by him. It was given to him by other people. It is a title that reflects the paradox that underlies his work. While physically asleep, his mind is wide awake, moving through realms of knowledge and understanding that are inaccessible in ordinary states of consciousness. Yet for all its mystery and intrigue, the concept of the sleeping prophet speaks to something deeply human. It suggests that there is an inexhaustible well of untapped potential within us, a reservoir of wisdom and understanding that lies beneath the surface of our everyday consciousness. Early life and discovery of his abilities. We head back in time and find ourselves in the rural landscape of Christian County, Kentucky, where on March 18, 1877, a child named Edgar Cayce was born into a farming family. The world was still unaware of the extraordinary path this boy would take, a path that would lead him to the famous Sleeping Prophet. Edgar's early life is steeped into the simplicity of rural existence, but is interpreted by experiences that are anything but ordinary. As a child, he sees the ghost of his deceased grandfather, an encounter that marks the beginning of his journey into the realm of the extraordinary. Young Cayce was introduced to the church at the age of 10 and was drawn to the teachings of the Bible, which he read cover to cover repeatedly over the next 2 years. During one of these readings in the cabin in the woods, he had a profound encounter. A woman with wings appears to him and tells him that his prayers have been heard. When she asked him what he wanted most, Cayce, though scared, expressed his desire to help others, especially children. This marked the beginning of his lifelong dedication to service. Edgar's unique abilities began to manifest themselves unexpectedly. After a hard day at school, he falls asleep on his spelling book. When he woke up, he found that he could recall all the information in the book. He applied this method of study to all the textbooks and soon became the best student in his class. However, a seemingly ordinary incident during a school ball game changes the course of his life. After being hit in the lower spine, Cayce began to act strangely. He claims that while he sleeps, he diagnoses his illness and recommends treatment. His family, albeit skeptical, followed his instructions, and to their astonishment, the medicine worked. This marked the beginning of Cayce's journey as a sleeping prophet. Despite financial constraints that ended his formal education in the 9th grade, Cayce continued to explore his unique abilities. His engagement to Gertrude Evans in 1897 marked an important stage in his personal life. His deep involvement with the disciples of Christ, his ability to see the auroras around people, and his claimed contacts with angels and deceased relatives are all part of his extraordinary journey. The visions. Cayce's process of conducting sessions is unique and intriguing. He lay down on the sofa, put his hands on his stomach, and closed his eyes. In this relaxed state, he enters a sleep-like trance. His wife Gertrude Evans and later his secretary Gladys Davis Turner were present during these seances and recorded his words as he spoke them. After entering a trance state, Edgar answers questions on a variety of topics, such as healing, reincarnation, dreams, the afterlife, past lives, nutrition, Atlantis, and future events. He claims that his visions come from his subconscious, which explores the realm of dreams, where he believes all consciousness are connected in time. Cayce's visions were not limited to those physical present. He claimed to be able to work as effectively with a remote person as with a person present in the room. Given a person's name and location, Cayce claimed that he could diagnose the physical and mental conditions of what he called an essence and provided a cure. Despite his extraordinary abilities, Cayce is not without doubts and worries. At first, he was reluctant to publicly offer his clairvoyant diagnostic services, fearing the potential harm they could cause. Ultimately, however, he agrees to provide his services on the condition that the visions or diagnosis will be free and that he will cease his practice if they ever harm anyone. One of the most significant visions involved the lost city of Atlantis. Cayce provides detailed descriptions of this ancient civilization, its advanced technology, and its ultimate destruction. He even predicted that the remains of Atlantis would be found off the coast of Bimini, a prediction that some believe came true with the discovery of the Bimini Way, a submerged rock formation in the Bahamas. Another remarkable vision has to do with the future of the world. Cayce made several prophecies about world events, some of which have been interpreted as accurately predicting the stock market crash of 1929 and the start of World War II. He also talks about future changes on Earth, such as a shift in the magnetic poles and a drastic changes in the Earth's surface. In the field of health, one of the most significant visions is related to a woman suffering from tuberculosis. Despite the gloomy prognosis of the doctors, after a vision, Edgar prescribes a specific set of treatments and a dietary changes. The woman followed the advice and made a full recovery, further cementing Cayce's reputation. These examples are only a small part of the wide range of topics covered by the visions of the sleeping prophet. They serve as a testament to the extraordinary abilities of this modest man, whose clairvoyant readings continue to fascinate and inspire people around the world. Association for Research and Education. At the height of the Great Depression in 1931, Edgar Cayce called his supporters to gather in Virginia Beach. The question was whether his work would continue. The answer was a resounding yes. Thus was born the Association for Research and Enlightenment as the successor to the Association of National Researchers, a previous organization associated with Cayce. This began the tradition of holding annual meetings at the association's headquarters in Virginia Beach, where talks were given on various spiritual topics. The Association for Research and Enlightenment was created with the mission of researching spirituality, holistic health, and other mental topics, as well as preserving historical resources, including Cayce's notes. This includes cataloging the thousands of visions he made during his lifetime, ensuring that they will be available for future generations to study and research. The organization offers holistic health services, seminars, conferences, and retreats, and publishes materials related to Edgar Cayce and his teachings. There are reportedly Edgar Cayce centers in 37 countries. Controversies and criticisms. As we delve deeper into the life of Edgar Cayce, we encounter a landscape marked by skepticism and criticism. His extraordinary claims of psychic abilities and healing indications have been met with a mixture of fascination and disbelief, especially from the scientific and medical circles. Cayce faced considerable skepticism throughout his life. His claims of accessing information through a trance-like state and diagnosing and treating a wide range of ailments were considered by many to be unusual and unproven. Critics have questioned the validity of his visions, citing a lack of rigorous scientific testing. The scientific and medical communities were particularly critical of Edgar's work. Many doctors and scientists dismiss his testimony as pseudoscience, claiming that it lacks empirical evidence and does not adhere to the principles of the scientific method. They point out that many of Cayce's diagnoses and treatments are inconsistent with established medical knowledge and practice. Despite these criticisms, the work of the sleeping prophet continues to arouse interest and debate. Some individuals and groups have reported positive experiences and results from following Cayce's instructions, and his work has played a significant role in the development of alternative and holistic medicine. However, the scientific validity of his visions remains a subject of ongoing debate. Edgar Cayce's life and work challenge us to explore the mysteries of consciousness, the potential of the human mind, and the deeper dimensions of our being. In a world where scientific understanding and spiritual insight often seem at odds, Cayce's work is a bridge that invites us to adopt a more holistic and integrated understanding of ourselves and the world we inhabit. His journey invites us to embark on our own odyssey of exploration and discovery, to seek a deeper understanding of our world and ourselves, and to strive for a greater sense of harmony and wholeness in our lives. Support us by subscribing to the channel.